So you're going through a tough time right now.
I am.
How does having this identity helping right now? Like,
Yeah, I am in a tough time right now, but my old default was to run, was to pull away in fear. But if I'm confident in who my Father is and in who I am to Him, then it's out of that that I find strength. I'm able to hear what my Father has to say into this situation. And it's that's what produces faith in me.
beautiful, bro.
Okay, good.
Hi, my name is Gilbert Hernandez. I serve as the CEO at Youth for Christ San Antonio. I'm here to talk to you about being sons and how it's impacted my life. After 20 years of ministry, I thought I'd been to every seminar and every conference that taught me about prayer, but the truth is being with my brothers at this retreat challenged my conversation with Jesus. I realized that oftentimes it was one-sided and very religious and righteous in its own way, but yet shortcoming in the area of me being his son. Spending time stopping, talking, hearing his voice has revolutionized my life, our mission as we've engaged many of the principles that we learned as being part of this retreat. We've also invited some of our key leaders that today are sharing those same principles with young leaders across the city. So grateful for this mission and for what it's done to impact my own personal life and the many lives through the mission of Youth for Christ. Thank you. Continue support, continue to partner with them. They're an organization that's changing our city.
There you go.
All right. Hi, my name is Danny Kennedy. Why being sons? God has been working on me for a while. I went to my first boot camp in February, I guess 9 months ago, and my life has changed significantly since then. Been to advanced since then. Took my sons to my youngest to a first track, and God has just changed my life just immensely. My marriage is, I never would imagine that my marriage could be as good as it's been. My wife is, for the first time ever, I could say she's my best friend. I'd never said that before, not even remotely. God, through this, all this mission, my wife and my kids know that I'm a better man. They see the change that God has done in me. I've learned things through the different deals that I've been in about my past and why I am the way that I am, and knowing why I click and why God made me is literally, it's just amazing to live life that way. And I can't imagine, I wish it would have happened 20 years ago. I couldn't imagine of what I would be like now, knowing all that. But it's just been an amazing journey, and I am thankful beyond words for the mission that Jay has been on and all that he's done for my life and my family, and at some point, I guess, my grandkids and my legacy. I am forever eternally grateful.
So it's working. Men are finding that the way to the life they want is simply along the ancient journey back home to the heart of the Father. That's the journey God invited me on to 12 years ago. That was the start of being sons. I had no idea what lay ahead, but here today, because of God's work, I'm now surrounded by men who are saying yes to the same invitation. And they are becoming what God intended when He made them: strong, wise, glorious. Being sons is bearing fruit. But He has more work for us in 2019, and this is what I think He wants to do. He wants to help men everywhere host their own fight club if they want to do that. He wants to offer more first tracks and first bloom fathering adventures. He wants to begin a new fathering adventure for fathers with older sons, like my 16-year-old, to help fathers prepare their sons for manhood. He wants to create some tools to help fathers raise their sons into manhood. Experiment with a third weekend offering for men in addition to basic and advanced. And I'm being called to host a podcast that helps both young men and old men who are thinking about or who are choosing the ancient path. All these objectives require time and money that we simply don't have yet. Will you help us to do it? Will you partner with Being Sons as we partner with God in bringing many sons to glory? If you're willing, it will only take a minute. Just click on that donate button down below. And while you consider that, here's one last thought from a good man who's choosing to navigate the ancient path. Along with those around him, I love watching this guy come alive. Thank you for watching. From me and my family, Happy New Year.
Do you want me to look at the camera or look at you?
Look at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of being a son, I've got the sticker on my truck, be a son. I'm coming to discover how critically important identity is. Who I am and who God is as my Father. And I'm finding that it's out of that knowledge, not just head knowledge, but the experience of that life flows from that. Me as a husband, me as a father, I so want to give my wife and my daughters what they need, but I can't do that if I don't know who my Father is and I don't know who I am. And being sons, that's the mission. That's the mission, and that's what I want to be a part of.